loves, it's your girl Ebony Renee, and I'm back with another video. If you like perfume content, hauls, sometimes beauty, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I upload. Because if you don't hit the notification bell, you will not be able to find me in these YouTube streets. And be sure to like the video so more people can join our family. So as you can see from the title, this video I'm going to talk about all the scents that I wore this week. So, should I start with today or should I start with the beginning of the week? So I'm going to start. I figured if we talk about what I wore, then it's a way for me that one, I want to try to use up all these fragrances. I want to start using them all. And so I want to see how I'm circulating what I'm wearing. And so, yeah, that's what I'm doing. And I thought, too, I can give you my opinions on some things I haven't talked about in a while, if I still like them. Wow, I really did layer that blush on, didn't I? I'm all blushy. But another thing just coming up is, you see that wall over there is blank and stuff? I'm in this space now where I really want to do some things with my house and my decor. And so you'll be seeing things changing, and I might like share that kind of process with you if you'd be interested in it. You know, some people might just want to talk perfume, but I think I just want to do some things with my space. And so I likely will be in my hauls. You'll be seeing some stuff like that as well. Okay, but let's get into what I wore. Stay focused. So this week, I wore a lot of my stuff. I wore a lot of my stuff. Now, I'm not going to just remember the order, but I know the combos. I just got to try to remember the order. So on Sunday, I stayed home, and I don't think I was wearing anything on Sunday. I don't know. I forgot it. Well, the one thing I did do, and I meant to bring it over here, but I didn't. I pretty much stayed consistent with what I was putting on as my lotion or my oil, body oil. I was wearing my cocoa and butters, cocoas, butters, and I was wearing her pineapple Vaseline for most of the week. And then there's a few times where I went and wore vanilla cashmere from EOS. But I pretty much stuck with those. I'm trying to think, did I wear anything else? I think one day I might have worn my boulangerie. Actually, that was the Saturday, which I didn't. We're not talking about that Saturday. So yeah, I wore my boulangerie. So on Monday, it was a warm day. It was going to be they were projecting it to be around 90 degrees. And so I wanted to wear something I could summery and light. So I went and grabbed my Immaculate Soleil Passion. This is something I added to my collection last year, and I wanted to give it a wear. Now, the interesting thing is this time when I wore it, when I put it on, I got less fruit and more green. So this has top notes of pomegranate, wild strawberry, mandarin orange, water lily, lily of the valley, rose in the middle, and then at the base it has musk, ambergris, and sandalwood. So really, what is green in here? The ambergris, maybe? Lily of the valley? I just get something really green. I guess it's lily of the valley. So it wasn't giving me the sweetness that I was technically feeling like I wanted on Monday. So then I topped it off with Barbie. So I put these two together. So this has wild strawberries. This has strawberries and some, I think, like whipped cream. And I really love this one. Yeah, this is so good to me. I'm so glad I got this. But I layered these two together. And with this, to me, this helped this be a little bit more serious, and this gave this some lightness and fluffiness. And I actually layered this one more. I sprayed this a lot more, but I did really enjoy it together. Then we had, the next day was election. So we didn't have, it was like a work from home day. So I started the morning home and then I had to go in anyway because we had some things we had to do. So on that day though, I decided to give my Shaw vanilla. So I actually, when I got out the shower and everything and put on my EOS vanilla cashmere, I then went in with the Ellis Brooklyn vanilla scent. And then on top of that, I layered it with the Ishal. Ishal. This is just Ishal, right? Or is it Ishal vanilla? Ishal vanilla. Now, mind you, I think it's over here. I had a very small of the Travel of the Vanilla 28 from Kayali. And actually, the funny thing is for me, yeah. In other words, I thought it was over here. For me, I've had that for years. Like, I like the smell of it, but I don't know if it's because sometimes I get in my head about these travel sizes. I wasn't ready to purchase it or whatever. I still have a little bit of that left. When I put this one on, I actually felt like I enjoyed this more. Something about this one put a whole like bubble around me and it stayed with me. Like I get a little bubble sometimes when I put on the other one, but it doesn't stay with me because I like to layer the 28 with the Cheirosa 62. But this and this together was so beautiful. I layered them both together. I want this on top of this. And I get a really good scent from that. And I really enjoyed this. And it stayed with me for the majority of the day. And I came home. I didn't, I did my meeting I had to do. That was in person and I came home. All right, so next. So one thing I did want to share is that evening, when I came home that evening, I did feel like when it was bedtime, like I needed a scent. I wanted to refresh and get a scent. So the scent that I put on and that I absolutely love this is the Pistachio Dream from Beverly Hills Polo Club. Yeah, I really like this. I have the Cahier Pistachio. I like that one. But this one, the Cahier Pistachio to me is a little bit more denser, where this one is more like the gelato factor, the creaminess factor. It's like more fluffy. I love this. I like my pistachio for how I use it. But going to bed, this was so nice to go to bed with. It smelled so good. It was so comforting. So yeah, I really like this one. Pistachio Dream from Beverly Hills Polo Club. I wore that to bed. And I wore it to bed a few nights. The other one I didn't bring it over because what I wear to bed most nights is the Rare Beauty Fine Comfort Body Mist. I love that. Okay, so then the next day I had, and y'all had heard me, I talked about this in my last video. I put on the Tory Burch Mystic Geranium. She is so beautiful in the air and on your body. Like, she's so beautiful when you put her all over. Something about, I guess, putting it on the paper, on this little paper, or it wasn't giving it what it really gives. And in fact, I put it on, left the house. I came in, my coworker was like, ooh, that one smells pretty. I was like, yeah, thank you. I do think this smells pretty, but at first I didn't think I liked it. And I told her it was Tory Burch, and we've been talking about Tory Burch lately. She also likes fragrances, and we're finding out we like her. She's like, yeah, somebody else just had something on from Tory Burch, and I told him how pretty it was. I was like, yeah. So I feel like I need to get this in a big size. I mean, when I say it's really pretty, it's really pretty. It kind of does give you like a Delina vibe, but without that sharp reverb. That's kind of what it gives. And so I do want to get a bigger one. Now, last thing, Performance. I threw this in my bag. It's big enough too. That's why I feel like if I get the bigger one, I'll be happy. A bigger one is 90. It's not 100, it's 90 mils. And in fact, if I find it, I'll see if they still have it. If they don't, I found it somewhere, but I got to order it. Because these are discontinued. I'm pretty sure, I believe these are discontinued. This one, like I said, projected at least for about 3 hours, then it went away. Then I touched myself up again. By the end of the day, I needed to retouch, on the way home. So, because sometimes I need that fragrance on the way home to just bring me down. Like I've been going at work. Sometimes I'm leaving here feeling some kind of way. Sometimes you leave work feeling some kind of way. Or you're dealing with something. And sometimes, like what I do a lot of communicating. So sometimes I just need to woosah a little bit before I go in on somebody. I want to be balanced, right? So, yeah, this was really good. I really did enjoy that. Am I missing something? I said Sunday, nothing. Tuesday. So then, yes, we said, my mind, I just didn't do nothing Sunday. I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday we did, right? Thursday was me going into my Alien Goddess Intense. I'm trying to use this one up. Y'all know I love her. Y'all know I got a backup. I'm debating if I should get a backup for the backup. For how much I like this fragrance. But, and somebody did compliment me on it. They were like, what do you have on? And I had to think about it. And I was like, Alien Goddess. I had to and I was like, what am I smelling? And it was her. Then yesterday, am I missing yesterday's? I am. Hold on one moment. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. The reason why I can't see is because it's small. Yesterday, I layered my Dove Bridgerton Moonlit Masquerade. Which the weird thing about this, when I sprayed the bottle. The inside of my cap afterwards was still all wet when I got home. And I'm like, so I layered this with, that's why I couldn't see it, was little, Nest Wisteria Blue. She's pretty. She's pretty. Like, she's full size worthy for sure. And she actually will be in my next video about travel sizes. But yeah, I picked this up from Nordstrom Rack. And I finally, another thing I'm trying to do with this weekly what am I wearing thing is taking something out of my travels because I'm not using them enough to really, to know, like, for what they're for. I mean, I don't travel a lot either, but I also wanted them to kind of get familiar with fragrances too. So this is so pretty. And these two together went really well. And the reason, because there is a wisteria one of these Doves, but this one also has white wisteria in it, hydrangea and white wisteria. And this one's a little bit like a deeper nighttime-y one, which to me felt like it went with this, and they went together so well. And I also got another compliment. The same person was like, now what's that one? That one smells really good. I said, this is Nest. And she was talking about how much she loves Nest and their candles. I've never had their candles, but she was saying, what did she say the candles were at? They're somewhere for $20. Maybe TJ Maxx, but not my TJ Maxx. But she goes to there's a better TJ Maxx I need to go to. So this was pretty. Now what is in here? Because I'm just saying this is pretty, but I'm not telling you anything. Like, why was it pretty? And that's sometimes where I struggle. Because like when I put this on, I like how Nest perfumes, they're like florals that I like. So Wisteria Blue, as I said, Wisteria Blue has wisteria, watery notes, Bulgarian rose, Burlington rose, jasmine. That's what it is, the watery notes. Yes, I think I've mentioned this before that I like, I don't know, I like when flowers smell wet. I like the smell of wet flowers. Like I love Al Rose, like Delina, because it smells like wet roses to me. I love, yeah, this smells like wet flowers. And so I really like it. And I like wisteria, apparently. Yeah, that's so pretty. It smells like, it almost smells like, it's not boozy, but it's like almost like a wine when I think of booze, like a rich wine, full body kind of wine. I know that doesn't make sense, but that's what that's kind of what I feel when I smell it. I just think it's so pretty. And then today, today's a cooler day, so the weather went back downwards. That's why I've been, even though wisteria probably is more, is it more of summer? I don't think I would want this in a hot day. I think this is like up to 75. Yesterday was in like the low 60s, so it felt good. Today, it's again another day that's kind of cooler. So I got the, I never did this little number on it. I got the Noble Blush, so I put that on today. This is only the second time I've worn this. I wanted to give it a try because it's one I'm not sure, but today I'm liking it. At first, the rose milk, was hard for me to adjust to at first, but today I am enjoying it. Like, I smell good. I like it. So, yeah. Because it's clearly a rose. It's clearly rose milk. And something about the milk part was like, I don't know, making me a little bit, I thought the first time I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to wear it. But today I have it on, and again, I am enjoying it. So, that's good. That's good. I hope I'm talking loud enough. I know I'm soft-spoken. Okay, I almost forgot one. So then also, before I put on Noble Blush, my son had me come and pick him up at like 3 in the morning from the casino. So of course I was like, I needed to woosah. And I sprayed myself with Athena's Amber Hours after I woke up and threw some clothes on to go get them. It helped. So that is what I wore last week. I liked them all. I was a little bit disappointed by this one for some reason. It just wasn't, to me, giving. Like, it really... I guess because it's a wild strawberry. So I would say, like, when you hear strawberry, like, I get a certain image for strawberry, and this is a wild strawberry, so it is more green. Because when something's in a wild and you're picking off a tree or something, you smell the green. I actually have strawberry, I think they're strawberry plants, because strawberries grew a couple last year on these plants in front of my house. Yeah, okay, so that's nice. Maybe I needed to spray it more. Because now I'm liking it. But again, I put it with this. Yeah, this is prettier. So I shouldn't say I'm disappointed. I'm not going to say I'm disappointed by it. I just didn't remember it correctly, I guess. But I wasn't picking up the strawberry in a way that I felt like I needed more. So, but I pretty much liked everything. I really am surprised by how much I liked the shawl. I really did enjoy that too. Okay, well, I hope everybody's doing well. And if you're not doing well, please know things will get better. You have a good one. Bye. That. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.